Hey, what's up everyone? Today we're going to be learning a live a pro jam, so we're going to be focusing on the solo today. And this solo is not only one of the greatest solos of all time, but also one of the longest solos of all time. Clocks in well over a minute, so we're going to be breaking it down into a couple of videos, probably 3 videos I would say. So in this video we'll be taking a look at the first part, which I'll play in a second, but we're gonna be focusing on that. And this solo is mainly blue based, mostly focused on the E minor pentatonic scale, but of course it moves around the fretboard. It also goes into the open position, and then dabbles around in other places as well. But let's get started with the solo, and it starts off with this first phrase, which sounds like this. Already very bluesy, and all those notes that I just played are on the E minor pentatonic scale, so very heavily based on the E minor pentatonic scale. Anyway, we start off with that's a bend and release on the 15th fret of the B string to 12th fret on the B. Then on the 14th fret of the G string, bend and release to the 12th fret on the G string. Then you're going to do 14 on the D, to 12 on the G, back to 14 on the D. Then you're going to hit the 12th fret on the G string twice, and pull off from 14 to 12, so slowly we have this. Alright, after you pull off, you're going to go 14 on the D to 12 on the G again, and then we have 3 bends on the 14th fret of the G string like this. So at last bend you release it, but the first 2 bends you just bend it up like this. So you see it bend and release it on the last one, and then we finish the phrase with 12, 14, 12, and put some vibrato on the 12th fret on the G string. So all together for that phrase we have this. Alright, now we move on to the second phrase. It sounds like this. Alright, so for that we're doing it. Post step bend 14th fret on the G string, 12th fret on the B to 12th fret on the high E, back to 12th fret on the B. Just use your first finger and bar it. To a bend on the 15th fret of the B string. So we have this one. Alright, next we have this. Alright, so we have 12th fret on the high E, 15, 12 on the B, 14 on the G, back to 12 fret on the B. Alright, then after that, we're gonna go 14, 12, 14 on the G, and then 12, 14, 12 on the G. So, let me do this. So that's some notes borrowed from the blues scale right there. 14, 12 on the D, 14, 13, 12 on the A, 10, 12 on the A, 10, 12 again, but this time bend the 12th fret. Okay, next phrase. Alright, so this one's a little bit different. Finally, we're getting out of that E minor pentatonic box. We're sort of leaving it and going outside in this area a little bit. So we start off with 2 bends. 17th fret on the B string to 17th fret on the high string. Bend both of them. Then bend the 17th fret on the high E string again, but this time release it to the 15th fret on the high string to the 7th fret on the B string. So slide from 14 to 16 on the G string, 15, 17 on the B, then 15th fret on the high E, 17 on the B. Then slide from 16 to 14 on the G to 12 on the G. So we have this. After you go 12, just hit 14, 12, back to 12 again. So alright, next phrase. Alright, so we have a whole set bend on the 12th fret, sorry, 2nd fret on the G string. Then bend it again, but this time release it. Then you play 0, sort of open string. Then pick the 2nd fret G string and slide up to the 4th fret. Then you go 3rd fret on the B string, back to the 4th fret on the G string. And then going back to the 3rd fret on the B string, then go finish it off going back to the 4th fret on the G string. So play it slowly. And then you're gonna go 0, 3, 0, 3 on the high E. So bend the 5th fret on the high E string. Play it normally, and then resolve it on the 3rd fret of the high E string. So we have this. Sorry, I accidentally split up a little bit there. Well, we have the next phrase then. It's quite similar, but slightly different. So we have we'll step down the 2nd fret again. Then we'll play 2, 0 and slide to the 4th fret. So sort of pick into it because you don't really slide from anywhere specifically to the 4th fret. Just use your middle finger and then play 3rd fret on the B string twice to the 4th fret on the G string again. Then 5, 3 on the B string to the 4th fret on the G again. Alright, then we have this next phrase. So 5th fret on the B string, just hold it a little bit. You hear it in the mix, just held for a little bit. So then play it again. And we'll go 5, 7, 5 on the high E string. Alright, then you're gonna do a bend on the 5th fret of the high E string. And then go 3, 5, 3. So and resolve it on the 5th fret on the B string. Alright, then we have this next part, which it's a little bit harder for me to decipher, and everyone really, because the guitars and all the instruments really drop back into the mix a lot. Specifically the guitars, because the volume you can hear is lowered. Because Eddie Vedder comes back in with the vocals. Always is not really singing, just making random sounds, but it's kind of hard to hear. But you can sort of make up stuff, but he's roughly like doing this sort of. So you can drop your volume if you want, or if you're like playing live or something, but you don't have to. I'm not. So what he's doing is you have the open E string ringing the entire time, and what you're doing is you're gonna play 5th fret on the B string twice, 7th fret on the, still on the B string, then 8, then 7, so. And you want to be sliding the entire time, so to do that twice, the whole thing, so. Alright, so. Alright, then we have. So we have 5th fret on the B string twice, 3rd fret on the high string, back to the 5th fret on the B string, then 3, 5 on the high E, and then bend that 5th fret again to end, so. And play 5 normal, back to 3rd fret on the high E string. Alright, perfect, there we go. So that's the first part of the solo covered. Once again, I'll be making more videos covering the rest of the solo, probably 3 like I said in total, but it's just the first third, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time, bye bye.